Hello dear students, welcome back to EduHunt video lecture series. మనం ఇంటెగ్యుమెంటరీ సిస్టమ్ గురించి డిస్కస్ చేసేటప్పుడు ఎక్సోస్కెలిటన్ గురించి మాట్లాడుకుందాం. ఎక్సోస్కెలిటన్ కన్సిస్ట్స్ ఆఫ్ హెయిర్, claws, nails and horns of cattle, etc. They are the outgrowths of the epidermis. As a part of that, we have mentioned hair. Hair is exoskeletal part that is vestigial in human being. Though it is vestigial, in some parts it is meant for protection. For in case of eyelashes, when they are present near the eyes, they remove the dust part. They prevent the exposure to dust. And also other hair growths. Hair is meant for, first primary function of hair is protection in nostrils and even in ear, eyes. They keep the dust particles out. This is the primary function of the hair. Anyway, if you see the structure of hair, the hair that is external to the body, the part of the hair is called the shaft. That is shaft. The hair shaft consists of 3 layers that we discuss later. The base of the hair is called the bulb, hair bulb. That is the root part of the hair, called the hair bulb, that we have already seen in the previous session. This hair bulb has some invaginations called hair papilla, and the cells near the region near to the hair bulb are in the germinal layer, they can divide and give rise to the new cells. Because of the divisions that take place in this region, our hair grows. Hair growth depends on the cell division that occur at the base of the hair bulb or near the root. Germinal matrix of the hair. Hair base, that is the root near the papilla, has the germinal matrix, and because of the divisions of these cells only the hair growth is possible. And except germinal matrix, the remaining part of the hair is made up of dead cells, and it is highly keratinized. Keratin is a protein. This proteinaceous substance is hard and it forms the shaft of the hair, except the germinal matrix, because it has the capacity to divide. It divides and gives rise to the new cells. Because of the division that take place in the germinal matrix, our hair grows. So this is the point here. And then erector pili. Erector pili. These are the erector pili. These are nothing but muscles. Muscles ante contract అవుతాయి. Contractions, relaxations చూపిస్తాయి muscles ante. And these the contractions that occur in the muscle cause the release of oil from the membrane and make the hair wet or sometimes make the hair shiny. And the erector pili contract and squeezes. They cause the squeezing of the oil from the sebaceous glands. Ante kada, sebaceous glands e kada, oil glands antamu. Sweat glands are different and sebaceous glands are different. These sebaceous glands, because of the contractions that take place in the erector pili, the sebaceous glands, they squeeze the oil from the glands and it results in the erection of the hair. This happens when the temperature falls. This process called the goose flesh. Goose flesh is nothing but erection of hair. Because of contraction of these muscles, that is erector pili lo vache contraction, muscle contraction valla ee sebaceous glands squeeze avutayi ante nokkuku poyinappudu oil secretion, sebaceous glands, they secrete oils, sebum antam. Sebum lo oils untayi, that is the oily substance, oily secretion of the sebaceous gland. This sebum that comes out of the hair and causes erection of the hair, that is called goose flesh. The contraction of the erector pili muscle takes place due to some hormone called adrenaline. Adrenaline, which is secreted by the adrenal medulla. Adrenal medulla that secretes adrenaline hormone along with the sympathetic nervous system, and stimulation of this sympathetic nerves both together cause the erection of the hair called goose flesh. This is the structure of the hair that is inserted in the dermal layer, epidermis, and up to the dermis. As I mentioned that the hair shaft consists of 3 layers from cuticle, cortex and medulla. These are the 3 layers. Here in the picture you can see sebaceous gland. Because of the erector muscle contraction, this causes the squeezing of this sebaceous gland. It releases the oily secretion onto the surface of the hair shaft. Because of that, it comes to erect position called goose flesh. It happens when it is under the control of the hormone adrenaline secreted by the adrenal medulla, and even the sympathetic nerve fiber stimulation also causes this action, that is goose flesh, erection of hair. And medulla, the part of medulla is large and many vacuolated cells, and it is many vacuolated cells are there, and it is moderately keratinized. And cortex, the second layer, this is the middle layer, and it is heavily, the cells of this membrane are heavily keratinized. And cuticle is the outermost layer of the hair shaft and heavily keratinized. ఈ రెండిటితో కంపేర్ చేస్తే ఇక్కడ keratinization అంటే hardening, keratinization is more and overlapping cells are found with their free ends that exposed out. అంటే overlapping అంటే ఇలా చూస్తే if this is the cell, if this one is this and this, the cells are overlapped. They overlap one above the other, and the free ends expose out like this, directed upward. Melanocyte is the melanin pigment secreting cell, producing cell. This is present in the hair bulb, produces the substance or the pigment called melanin to the cortical cells of the hair. Here there is you can see the hair matrix here. hair papilla, hair bulb, that is swollen part, swollen base of the hair is called the hair bulb. These are the muscles called erector pili. They cause the erection of the hair when the adrenal gland releases and causes squeezing of the sebaceous gland. Here you can also see the 3 layers of the hair. నేను చెప్పేటప్పుడు ఇంతకు ముందు మీకు ఇంట్రెస్టింగ్ ఫ్యాక్ట్ చెప్తాను అన్నాను. మనకి ఏజ్ ఇంక్రీజ్ అయ్యే కొద్దీ యాజ్ వి గ్రో ఆర్ హెయిర్ బికమ్ గ్రే. కలర్ బ్లాక్ నుంచి ఇట్ టర్న్స్ గ్రే. Why it happens? How and why it happens? And also there is hair loss. Old age వస్తున్న కొద్దీ when we enter old age, most of the hair will be lost. Why? What is the reason behind it? కదా తెలుసుకోవాలని ఉందా ఈ ఫ్యాక్ట్? Old age, as the age grows, as we grow, the cells, the intercellular spaces between the cells become increased. సెల్స్ మధ్య స్పేస్ ఎప్పుడైతే ఇంక్రీజ్ అయ్యిందో మెలనిన్ పిగ్మెంట్ సెక్రీషన్ కూడా తగ్గిపోతుంది అండ్ ద స్పేసెస్ బిట్వీన్ ద సెల్స్ ఆల్సో ఇంక్రీజెస్. దే ఆర్ జస్ట్ అవే ఫ్రమ్ ఈచ్ అదర్. దూరంగా ఉండడం వల్ల పేల్గా కనిపిస్తాయి. సెక్రీషన్ తగ్గింది అండ్ దే ఆర్ నాట్ అటాచ్డ్ టు ఈచ్ అదర్. దట్ ఈస్ వై old age turns the hair grey. As I said, the medulla increases in number and pigment formation decreases. Pigment formation decreases and hair loss become more because of reduction of blood supply. Blood supply తగ్గిపోవడం వల్ల hair loss జరుగుతుంది. And pigment, why our hair turns grey? దానికి రీజన్ ఏంటి అంటే ఇంటర్సెల్యులర్ స్పేసెస్ పెరగడము, అట్ ద సేమ్ టైం మెలనిన్ పిగ్మెంట్ సెక్రీటింగ్ సెల్స్ దే డిక్రీజ్ ద సెక్రీషన్ ఆఫ్ మెలనిన్ పిగ్మెంట్. మెలనిన్ ఉంటేనే నల్లగా ఉంటుంది, అదర్వైజ్ ఆ పిగ్మెంట్ తగ్గిపోతే హెయిర్ బికమ్ గ్రే, అంటే వైట్ కలర్లోకి ఇట్ టర్న్స్. అండ్ యాజ్ ఐ సెడ్, ఇట్ ఈస్ వెస్టిజియల్ ఆర్గన్, హెయిర్ ఇస్ వెస్టిజియల్ ఆర్గన్. And functions of hair. Let us see functions. When these are present in eyelashes, in the form of eyelashes, even in hairs in nostrils and ear canal, they keep out the dust particles. మన కంట్లో ఏదైనా డస్ట్ పడింది అంటే పడకుండా ఇవి ఫస్ట్ క్యాప్చర్ చేసేస్తాయి. సో పడకుండా ప్రివెంట్ చేస్తాయి. ఈవెన్ నాస్ట్రిల్స్లో ఉన్న హెయిర్ ఆల్సో, ఈవెన్ ఇన్ ఇయర్, ద హెయిర్ ప్రెసెంట్ ఇన్ ద ఇయర్ కెనాల్, ఇవన్నీ కూడా దే కీప్ అవుట్ ద డస్ట్ పార్టికల్స్. What is the help of the hair follicles? They help in repairing the epidermis. Hair follicles help in repairing the epidermis injury by burns, and because it is deeply seated and retained in the stratum germinativum. దీనివల్ల రిపేరింగ్, డ్యామేజ్ రిపేర్ అనేది, ఎపిడర్మల్ డ్యామేజ్ రిపేర్ కోసం ఇట్ ఈస్ దేర్ ఫర్ డ్యామేజ్ రిపేర్ పర్పస్. అంటే ఫంక్షన్స్, ఫస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఆల్ దే కీప్ అవుట్ ద డస్ట్ పార్టికల్స్, అండ్ వెన్ దే ఆర్ ప్రెసెంట్ in the eyelashes, in the form of eyelashes, and they are present in the nostrils, the hair present in the ear canal, they keep out the dust particles. And the second function is damage repair. When the injury happens on the epidermis, this hair follicle takes the function of repairing. If you see the section of a skin, entire integumentary system, this you can see integumentary system possess various receptors that will be discussed later. And this is the epidermis, As we have seen, this epidermis is made up of 5 layers, and this is the dermis. There are the cells that the junction between the epidermis and the dermis. The cells near the junction between epidermis and dermis, they produce the melanin pigment, and we know that epidermis has no vascular supply. Then how it gets its nourishment? It gets its nourishment from the dermis, the underlying layer. So with this, we have finished discussing about the hair, its structure and functions. Hair structure చూస్తే hair shaft and hair follicle, that is the root. Hair bulb అన్నాము. Hair bulb లో hair papilla ఉంటాయి, and germinal matrix is responsible for division and formation and growth of the hair, germinal matrix. And keratinization happens in the hair, and hair consists of 3 layers from outer to inner: cuticle, cortex and medulla. These are the 3 different layers of the hair, and outermost is the cuticle, which is heavily keratinized, and the cells of this layer are dead, and they overlap each other with their ends exposed out, and they are erect in nature. This is about the hair, and how our hair become grey, that is because of increase in the intercellular spaces and even decrease in the secretion of the melanin pigment, production of melanin pigment. These two cause turning hair grey. And next one is the hair loss. Hair loss because of reduction in the blood supply to the hair. It causes hair loss. So these are the 2 conditions related to the hair. This is the integumentary system, a section of the integumentary system. In the next class, we will see various receptors present in the integumentary system and their functions. Thank you.